Let us begin with the solved example, fourth one. Solve 5 minus 2x whole divided by 3 is less than or equal to x by 6 minus. So always remember, try to simplify as much as possible. So here what I write LHS as 5 minus 2x whole divided by 3 is less than or equal to. I think here we can take LCM. So LCM is nothing but 6. 6 ones are 6 and 1 6 are 6. So x into 1 is nothing but x minus 5 6 are 30. Now later cross multiply, so I will be getting here 6 into 5 minus 2x is less than or equal to 3 into x minus 30. Now multiply 6 inside the common brackets and 3 inside the common brackets of RHS and LHS. So 6 5s are 30 minus 6 2s are 12x is less than or equal to 3 into x is nothing but 3x minus 3 into 30 is nothing but 90. Now take the variables one side and numericals one side. So minus 12x plus 3, when I take it to LHS it will become minus 3x is less than or equal to minus 90 plus 30, when I take it to RHS it will become minus 30. So next, minus 12x and minus 3x is nothing but minus 15x is less than or equal to minus 90 and minus 30. So what are we getting here? Minus 120. Is it clear? So next we need to find x inequality. So here minus 15 x is less than or equal to minus 120. So what I will do, I will just send the numerical to one side. So it will be minus x is less than or equal to minus 20 divided by 15. Next step, minus x is less than or equal to, so 3 5s are 15, 3 4s are 12 and 0 as it is, 5 1s are 5, 8s are 40. Okay, next you will be getting the minus 80. Now can you see on both the side it is with a negative sign. So as I said, using rule 3, so whenever negative sign is there, if you want to remove the negative sign, only to get x variable answer, so multiplying both the sides by negative sign. So when I multiply both the sides by negative sign, what will happen to the inequality sign here? The inequality sign will get reversed. So what it will be? Minus of minus x is greater than equal to minus of minus 80. Okay? Minus into minus is nothing plus, where x is greater than equal to minus into minus plus 80. So can you see here what we have got the value of x? X is greater than or equal to 40. So I think in the previous class already I told you, when we have a comma b as an open interval, that is less than or greater than sign, then it is called as not included. That is, intervals a and b is not included. Okay. When it is a closed bracket, we say that inequalities will be less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. So in these conditions, the values of a and b will be included. So this is called as open interval and this is called as closed interval. Okay, this is very important. Now we have here greater than or equal to. So when it is greater than or equal to, we will be having a closed interval. So the solution set is x belongs to greater than equal to means it will be up till plus infinity. So it will be closed interval 80 so on up till plus infinity. So always remember when it is plus infinity and minus infinity you will be having a common brackets. So common brackets I already told you it is indicated with these symbols. Okay, this is nothing but the answer for what? X minus 2x all divided by 3 is less than or equal to x divided by 6 minus 5. So the answer is closed interval 80 so on up till minus infinity. As it is greater than equal to, we will be going up till minus infinity. If it was less than or equal to, it will be 80 to, sorry, here it is plus infinity, okay? Plus infinity. So if it is less than or equal to, then we will be going to minus infinity. Fine. Let us move on with the next solved example. Just make this correction. Here it is plus infinity because it is greater than equal to, it is plus infinity. If it is less than or equal to, then it will be minus infinity. And when you are writing the infinities, plus infinity will be always towards the right hand side and minus infinity will be always towards the left hand side. Is it clear? Next solved example. Fifth one. Solve 7x plus 3 is less than 5x plus 9. Show the graph of the solutions on number line. Excuse me. So here, previous to the 4 questions which we solved already. Okay, previous 4 questions there they did not give the question as indicated on the number line. But from the solved example 5th one, you can see there indicate whatever the value you are getting. That is the last final answer you need to indicate in the form of a number line. So before we move on to this example, so whenever it is greater than or less than, always remember there it will be a open circle. We will be indicating it as a open circle to say that the terms are not included, okay, when we are indicating on the number line. If it comes with greater than equal to or less than or equal to, we will be indicating with a darkened circle saying that the terms that is A and B are included. So it will be a shaded circle. Is it clear? So using that concept, let us solve this inequality, that is 7x plus 3 is less than 5x plus 9. So take the variables one side, 7x minus 5x is less than 9 minus 3. Variables one side and numericals one side. So here I will be getting what? 7 minus 5x, it is nothing but 2x is less than 9 minus 3 is nothing but 6. Next, take the numerical which is multiplied with x to RHS side. So it will be x divided by, 6 divided by 2. So 2 ones are 2 3s are. X is less than 3. Is it clear? So what does it indicate here? What does the solution set we get here? Therefore, the solution set is, as it is less than, so it will be 3 to minus infinity. So 3 will be open bracket as well as minus infinity will also be open bracket. But here it is said, show the graph of the solution on the number line. So graph how we are going to draw? A simple number line minus infinity, plus infinity, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and so on. Is it clear? So here it is 3. 3 is nothing but a whole number. So here, as I already told, when it is less than or greater than, you will not be shading that circle. Why we should not shade that circle? To say that A interval, and now we are considering, we consider this as A interval. So we say that A interval is not included. That is, 3 is not included. Apart from 3, all other values up to infinity are included. So is it clear? So this is nothing but the representation of the number line with respect to this question. So let us move on with the next question. Let us solve the solved example 6th one. Solve 3x minus 4 whole divided by 2 greater than or equal to x plus 1 whole divided by 4 minus 1. Show the graph of the solutions on number line. I think there we do not have a fraction, but here we have a fraction. So if I consider 3x minus 4 whole divided by 2 is greater than or equal to, same way. Always remember, if whenever fractions are there, just try to take LCM and go on simplifying. So LCM will be here 4. 4 ones are 4, 1 4s are 4. So x plus 1 into 1 is nothing but x plus 1 minus, as it is 1 4s are 4. Is it clear? Next step, 3x minus 4 whole divided by 2 is greater than or equal to plus 1 minus 4. So we will be getting x minus 3 whole divided by 4. So next we are going to cross multiply. So when we cross multiply, what we are getting here? 4 into 3x minus 4 greater than equal to 2 into x minus 3. Now multiply the terms. In LHS multiply 4 inside the common bracket, and in RHS multiply 2 inside the common bracket. So 4 3s are 12x, 4 minus, as it is 4 4s are 16. Next, greater than equal to 2 into x, 2x minus, as it is 2 3s are 6. Yes. Now as it is same here also, it was the same question here. The numericals are different, so take variables one side. 12x minus 2x is greater than equal to minus 6 minus 16. If I take this side, it will become plus 16. Okay. So here 12 minus 2x is nothing but 10x is greater than or equal to minus 6 plus 16. It is nothing but plus 10. So here x is greater than equal to 10 divided by 10. So 10 and 10 will get cancelled. So x is greater than equal to 1. So it does not stop here itself. Next, the continuation of this is nothing but we have to represent the question in the form of a number line. So just consider the number line or draw it. So it will be minus infinity to plus infinity. Hope you are understanding what I am doing here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Minus 1, -2, -3 and so on. So here you can see x is greater than equal to 1. So here I'm going to just consider a circle in place of 1. As it is said greater than equal to, so it will be towards plus infinity. But one more thing, I think I already said here, if it is greater than or equal to, excuse me, if it is greater than equal to or less than or equal to, it will be a shaded region. Why we are going to shade? To show that even 1 is included. So I will be just shading this region and indicate that, say, even 1 is included, wherein 1 is greater than equal to, sorry, x is greater than equal to 1 it is given. So it is including 1 up till plus infinity. Therefore, the solution set of x is 1 to plus infinity. So as it is greater than equal to, it will be a closed interval, and infinity, always remember, plus infinity minus infinity. Previous problem also I said the same thing. If it is infinity you are representing, always it will be in the form of a common bracket. Now let us move on with the next solved example, that is 7th one. So I have already written the question of the 7th one. So previous to all the problems, there directly the numericals of the inequalities were given. But here in this condition, there it is a statement problem. So we have to convert the statement problem into a inequality, and later we need to solve the inequality. Fine. So here the marks obtained by a student of class 11th in first and second annual terminal examinations are 62 and 48 respectively. So they have already given the marks what he has scored for the first term and the second term. So the first one is 62 and the second one is 48. So what they have asked the question is, find the minimum marks he should get in the annual examination to have an average of at least 60 marks. So we need to find the annual examination marks, how much minimum he will be getting. So what I consider, let x, why I am writing x? Because we don't know how much he might be getting in annual examination. We need to find that value. So I will be writing, let x be the minimum marks he should score in annual examination. Is it clear? So now we have considered, already we know the first value and the second value, which are nothing but the first term exam marks and the second term exam marks. And annual examination marks, as we need to find out, taking the average of the first, second and the third one, we have considered it as x, because we need to find out that value, and they have said average of at least 60 marks. So students, remember here, whenever it comes average of at least 60 marks, so it means that he must at least score 60 or more than 60. So he must score 60 or more than 60. It means it should be greater or greater than equal to. Is it clear? So what I will write now? 62 plus 48 plus, as we need to find the annual examination marks, it is x. So they have said average of 3 marks, so I will be writing it as divided by 3, and they have said of at least 60 marks. So it must be greater than or equal to 60. Is it clear? Now cross multiply. So when I cross multiply, it will be 62 plus 48, 100, 108, 110 plus x is greater than or equal to 3 into 60, which is nothing but 180. Just take the numericals one side, okay, and just solve for the value of x. So I will be writing it as x is greater than or equal to 180 minus 110. So what will be getting here? X is greater than or equal to 180 minus 110. Hope you have understood this question, which is nothing but a statement problem. So in exercise 6.1, so there I think from question number 1 till question number 20, we have only the numerical inequalities or the variable inequalities, linear inequalities of one variable and linear inequalities of two variables. So from 21 to 26, there we have the statement problems. So always remember, when they ask for the average, you will be taking the average of the given marks and the marks which you need to find out, whole divided by 3. So let us move on with the solved example 8.1. So what is the question says here? Find all the pairs of consecutive odd numbers, both of which are larger than 10, such that the sum is less than 40. So here you might be thinking what we need to consider for the pairs of consecutive odd numbers. So here in case, I think I can give you an example, like suppose if we consider the set of natural numbers, okay, if I'll be writing it as 1, 2, 3. So if I ask the next consecutive number, you'll be telling 4, 5, 6, so on. Okay, same way, if I want to write it in the form of variables, I'll be considering it as, let x be the number of smallest pair and x plus 2 the other number for odd consecutive numbers. So here x I have considered and the next term I have considered as x plus 2. So these are nothing but the consecutive numbers. So the next number of x plus 2 is nothing but x plus 3, x plus 4 and so on. If we want to write apart from these two consecutive pairs, even we can write it as even 2x plus 2, next one 2x plus 4. Okay, that will come with the even consecutive numbers. So here we are considering for odd, so I will be writing it as x and x plus 2. If you want to know whether what variables or the pairs you have considered is right or wrong, just substitute x is equal to 1 because it is odd number they said, so I will be just substituting the odd numbers itself. So x is equal to 1 and substitute here also 1. So 1 plus 2 is nothing but 3. So here you are getting 1 and here you are getting 3, which is nothing but odd numbers. Next substitute x is equal to 3. So x is 3 and here if I substitute 3, so 3 plus 2, which is nothing but 5. So 3 comma 5, which are nothing but the odd numbers. So in this statement problem, the two consecutive pairs are nothing but x and x plus 2. And here, next we move on with the question, that is both of which are larger than 10. So in these two, that is x and x plus 2, in these both, they are asking both of which are larger than 10. So you should see which is the highest term, highest variable in this. If I substitute here, it will be x greater than 10. Fine, directly I will be getting. Here it will be x plus 2 greater than 10. So here if it is x plus 2 greater than 10, when I simplify, I will be getting there again x is greater than 8. But here we have the question as x is greater than 10. So what I consider? X is greater than 10. Is it clear? For that reason, we will be substituting r larger than 10. I will just consider for the highest variable, that is x is greater than 10. If suppose I take here x plus 2 is greater than 10, what I said now earlier itself, there when I simplify again I will be getting x greater than 8, not 10. For that reason, I have taken x greater than 10. Next, we will move on to the next statement, that is such that their sum is less than 40. Which sum is less than 40? That is x and x plus 2 is less than 40. Is it clear? Their sum it is good. So the first one and the second one, it is connected with this symbol, that is operation positive, which is less than 40. This is already solved. We know that one interval is already x greater than 10. So we need to solve for the second one. So here what are we getting here? X and x, which is nothing but 2x plus 2 is less than 40. As we have already solved the previous solved examples, I think we can solve these inequalities. So next we move on with 2x is less than 40 minus 2. Therefore, 2x is less than 38. X is less than 38 divided by 2. So, which is nothing but 2 ones are 2 ones are. So, x is less than 19 and one more we have x is greater than 10. So, here we are having the two intervals, that is A interval and B interval. So, it lies between 10 and 19. So, how we will be indicating this inequalities as 10 less than x less than 19. So, the numbers which lies between 10 and 19 are 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. Why we are not considering 10 and 19? As I have written here earlier itself, when it is less than and greater than, the intervals of A and B will not be included because here it is less than both the sides. A interval and B interval will not be included. So here, just check with the question. Here it is given as odd numbers. So which all odd numbers will be considering in the solution set? 11, 13, 15 and 17. Okay. We will not be considering the other terms because here it is only asked for odd numbers. So just substitute in the place of x and x plus 2 because we need to know which are those two pairs, that is it is already asked in the question, pairs of consecutive odd numbers. So we need to know the pairs. So just substitute 11 here in the first one. 11 plus 2. So what I will be getting here? 11, 13. So this is one pair here. Next one it is 13. 13 plus 2, which is nothing but 13 plus 2 is nothing but 15. Next one 15 we have. So 15 plus 2, which is nothing but 15 plus 2. So it will be 17. And the last one is 17 plus 2, which is nothing but 17 plus 19. So these are nothing but the pairs of odd consecutive numbers. So the solution set is nothing but 11, 13, 13, 15, 15, 17 and 17, 19. See here, the intervals which lie between 10 and 19, I already said the solution set what we are getting here will only be considering the odd numbers because it is already given in the question itself. So we are not considering all other terms, only the odd numbers, that is 11, 13, 15, 17, and just later substitute in the variables which we have considered, that is x and x plus 2, you will be getting these terms. Hoping that you have understood this problem. Let us start with the exercise, that is nothing but exercise 6.1.